What's up, guys? Welcome to my channel. 2021 Subaru Outback. We got a rear brakes down to nothing. This guy is metal to metal. I did the other side, check that out. So we're replacing these babies right here. It does have electrical caliper, so new brake pads. He does not want to do rotors, but we're gonna take out this actuator right now. I pushed the parking brake button down after turning the car off. So make sure your wheels are spinning. Other than that, you're never going to be able to take it off. No need to put in nothing in service mode. We're just going to pretty much remove everything. And we're going to turn the actuator screw from the back and compress the piston at the same time. So in this video, you guys are going to learn how to compress this electrical caliper for the Subaru Outback. Plus, do the whole brake job. Anyways, tools we're going to need is a 12mm socket. We're gonna need an Allen key 5mm. We're gonna need an Allen key 7mm. I have a 12-point deep 90mm socket. Get yourself a flathead screwdriver or some clip removing tool that's like that, and a pick. Okay, those are the only things you're gonna need. So 12mm for here, the 7mm for here, the other Allen key for here, and we're gonna start off the whole job by removing this boot down. Push in on that retainer right there, and we're gonna take off this first. Before anything, this gotta come off, okay? Because you cannot remove everything, push anything up, you'll break this winding or wiring on this. So squeeze on this tab. A lot of time it won't come out. That's why we got our handy dandy tools. I was gonna use this guy right here to kind of remove the clip from right there. Both hands will help you out, and this will come off. Bad idea to put this in the bottom. I don't know why Subaru did that, because all the water dust is gonna corrode that eventually, and that's gonna go, guys. So we're gonna pop this leather cover off right here. So that's what it looked like. And then we got one right over here, just like that. See that? Both of these come off. Next step, we're gonna switch tools. I am going to put the 7mm on my electric ratchet. If you don't got electric tools, you could use a regular ratchet. So before that, I also want to take out this 12mm over here, because if you don't take this off, your caliper is never going to come out. Okay, that's that. Let's put that 12mm away. And before that, I also want to take this retainer off right here. For me here is to remove both of these Allens here. You know what? I forgot. We're gonna go back to this retainer right here. So flathead screwdriver or such a tool as this, put your hand on it, make sure this does not hit you in the face. Okay, this will come off. Once one side comes off, and I am gonna reuse this one because I like to use the original stock stuff, okay? That retainer will come off very simple and easy. Let's pop this guy out of here. And then the top one. See what I did wrong here? I let my tool kind of hit in the back. That was stupid of me. I let my tool go all the way far down, which I did not want. Okay, we have that. Next step is to come a little bit this way. I'm sorry about all the shake. We're gonna come this way. And what we're gonna do is, okay, you know what? We gotta kind of push these bolts back in, okay? Just give me a second, guys. The light is kind of glaring onto the camera. Let's fix that issue. There you go. So we're gonna push this screw back, the bolt, and the one in the bottom, because it's not gonna let it go unless it's just come out of the housing. After that, put a pry bar here or use the same tool to get this off, because a lot of times it will be kind of jammed up, but this is not jammed up, so I'm just kind of pretending that it's jammed up. Okay, if you did not take off that 12mm, this caliper's not coming out. Okay, so this guy comes up, and I'm gonna pick that pad up off the floor. So this wasn't rubbing yet, so we have a little bit of time on this one, but the opposite side grind it off completely. You can see right there, you see that? So it did damage there, little bit of scrape. All right, I'm gonna prep the caliper and everything right now as we go along. So let me set up my camera. Okay, so we're gonna prep this caliper. We're gonna compress all this. So notice how this pad is kind of stuck there. Okay, and I'm gonna just tap on this too. I wish this. Let's get this guy out of there. What is going on? The other side wasn't so rough at all. There you go. Get out of here. We don't need that. Okay, time for us to. Come on. Time for us to remove this actuator. I'm gonna just bring the camera a little bit back. Time for me to remove the actuator. We're gonna switch up our Allen to the 5mm. So we're gonna take this off. What the hell? And this one off. So once we have both of these off, we should be able to get this actuator. Just remember which way the actuator goes, okay? We're gonna like open this up like a sandwich. You can even put your little screwdriver in there to kind of pry it open. This should come off. I'm like all twisted, like turned up because the camera's on the way. So I am gonna have to do a little bit of magic work here. So be careful, I don't wanna kind of break this actuator. I'm gonna kind of just get it out of the housing. Okay, it's kind of held in by a rubber seal. Okay, this is the actuator, so this baby's out. Okay, we're gonna compress this guy right here. It's looking good. This thing is so light. I'm gonna put the actuator away. Okay, to compress this piston, you're not gonna be able to use a C-clamp. The good old school stuff is no longer usable. So what I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna bring my camera a little bit this way. I am gonna put this in the back. This is the 9mm. Was it a 9mm? Yes. 12 point. And so if I squeeze this, it's not gonna go in. So if I try to turn this the wrong way, it's gonna kind of bring the piston out. So just find the correct direction. Turn, turn, turn. Push, turn, turn, turn. Push, turn, turn, turn. Push, turn, turn, turn. Push. Some cars, I don't know if this car has a service mode. I'm not looking for no service mode. I ain't got time for that. But there you have it. Once you're done, there is something that's called calibrating this caliper. So once everything is done, everything is back on, you have to put the parking brake on and off. First pump the brake pedal a few times, then the brake pedal has to come on and off a few times. So the motor has to go zzz, it has to find its correct spot. Anyways, we're done with that. Okay, next step, if you see any brake fluid over here, that means your caliper has leaked out. You need a new one. So we're gonna put this back in the same spot. Sometimes you gotta twist it kind of to find the spot, and then you can twist it back to the same spot. There we have it. Next step, the two Allens go on this. Make sure you hand start them, and make sure you line them. Find the correct spot. There you go. One. And then I have the other one in my hand. There you go. And I simply kind of bang these in with my power tool. But after I cast the threads, one, nice and firm. Okay, you cannot leave that loose. So that's done deal, guys. So this customer doesn't want any greasing, so this looks pretty clean. Usually I throw some brake cleaner, parts cleaner, and put a little bit of grease at the tip here, tip here, tip here. This customer's worried about brake dust. Okay, shouldn't be worried about brake dust. I mean the collection, the grease is gonna collect brake. So we got a brake pad over here. Okay, so I'm using Evolution brake pads. Okay, Evolution. Part number for this particular one, 171808. Okay, it does come with a lot of retainers. So just match your brake wear indicator. Usually it's in the bottom here, so that goes in. So that's how simple that is, okay? And then we're gonna take our caliper. You see how this line is twirled up? You don't want that. You want to make sure your line is nice and straight and firm. And sometimes you gotta push these in, and that goes in. Next step. These little screws here, these little bolts, these Allen bolts, okay? You gotta start them on. I know you can use a power tool, but you always gotta start them off by hand, okay? I've seen people strip them, then you need a whole new bracket over here, okay? So you gotta start them off by hand first. After that, you can put your power tool on. Make sure you snug it nice and tight. If you got the torque specs, that would be just beautiful. There you go. All right, perfect. Hot diggity dog. So next step here is putting on the little bracket that goes here. I did drop that on the floor. Where did it go? It kind of flew away somewhere. So let me look for that. Okay, we're gonna put this in. This is very easy to put this in. Put one side in, and then the other side, kind of get it right there. And then all I do is I kind of use my, you don't want that. It's on. Simple. Bada bing, bada boom. I do like to tap it so it finds its correct place. We're not done yet, guys. Let me take off my camera. Few important things, okay? This bolt gotta be there. If you do not put this bolt in, this is gonna be chewed up by the wheel, okay? Make sure your line, like I showed you, is nice, the same way it came out, okay? Where did I put my power tool? I gotta switch the socket on my power tool, and we're gonna tighten that together. But before that, let's put it on. Make sure you put on this cap. Goes right on. Goes right on. Very important. This gotta go in click. Make sure this does not come off. Make sure it's in. A lot of people turn on their car and they miss to put one in, and then they have all kinds of lights. Anyways, this baby is done deal here. Just need to tighten that. So one last thing, let's tighten this guy. Bada bing, bada boom. Thank you for watching my video, guys. Now I'm gonna put the wheels on, and then we're gonna calibrate the brakes together. Okay, once all the wheels are on, everything is tight, both sides, everything is double checked. What you want to do is you want to go inside the vehicle. Let's close the door. I am going to pump this pedal. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's not much on this calibration. Put the brake on. You'll hear the motor go for a little longer. It's not turning off. Maybe I need to have to start the car. Okay, you'll have parking light there in the dash. I'm gonna turn it off. It goes off. The parking light should go off. There should be no other lights on the dash, okay? Parking brake on, parking brake off, parking brake on, parking brake on. Do that about 3 to 4 times, and then you're good. Each time you put the parking brake on, you will feel the pedal go down on you. You let go, you will feel the pedal kind of pushing up on you. So there you have it, guys. Thank you for watching my video.